people too.
Explain it. Not everybody knows what you're talking about.
Radio Raheem.
What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Manny Pacquiao, Yordines Ugas. This is the official fight prediction. First off, let's start off with a tell of the tape. We have Manny Pacquiao, 42 years of age, compared to Yordines Ugas, which is 35. 71 fights for Manny Pacquiao, 30 for Yordines Ugas. 62 wins for Manny Pacquiao, 26 wins for Yordines Ugas. 7 losses for Manny Pacquiao, 4 losses to Yordines Ugas. 39 knockouts, 12 knockouts for Yordines Ugas. The 39 belonging to Manny Pacquiao, of course. Manny Pacquiao also is a southpaw, and Yordines Ugas is an orthodox, but sometimes he does switch to southpaw, so he is somewhat of a switch hitter. Not much as someone like Terrence Crawford, but, you know, he does enough to be noticed. Manny Pacquiao is 5'6" tall. Yordines Ugas is 5'9", which the height advantage definitely belongs to Ugas. 67-inch reach for Manny Pacquiao, 69-inch reach for Yordines Ugas. Pac-Man is this nickname. 54 Milagros is the nickname of Yordines Ugas, and that's miracle in Spanish, if you guys wondered what that was. 54 miracles. Philippines is the nationality, and Cuba is the nationality of Yordines Ugas. Now, we have a fight that will be pretty competitive. Why? Because we have Yordines Ugas, which is a very aggressive fighter, but he's an aggressive catch-and-shoot counterpuncher, okay? He's not heavy on the hands, but he hits hard enough to keep you honest, okay? He's not known to be a knockout artist if you see his, if you look at his knockout ratio, but he will hurt you and he can put you out of your misery, okay? Do not take Yordines Ugas lightly. He is 35 years of age, so he's no spring chicken. So I think this is something that he really needs just as much as anyone else. In fact, counterpunching this fight, I think this fight was needed more just for the righteousness of boxing due to Yordines Ugas' age at 35, because this may be his last shot at this type of fight, and this is his biggest fight ever in his life, no doubt about it. And I think he deserves it, because if you look at someone like Errol Spence, if he decides to come back to the sport, depending on his injury, he still has time. And I don't think the time Yordines Ugas has for fighting is very long, or as long as Errol the True Spence. So I think this is a fight that needs to happen. Also, on top of the fact that, you know, we have the WBA. Manny Pacquiao was the WBA super. Now they gave it to Ugas. Now Pacquiao wants it back, and he was a little pissed, according to Freddie Roach, that they took it from him or they wouldn't honor it back to him. Now he gets to fight for it. So that might be an extra incentive for him to fight a little harder, you know, a little more fire, because of, you know, their decision from the committee by the WBA themselves not to give it back to him. So he might have to take this into his own hands. Manny Pacquiao, with over a 2-year layoff, he looked fast and quick. He looked sharp. I have yet to see him work fast combinations on the pads versus shadow boxing. I've seen him with just with unwrapped hands. I've seen him with wrapped hands, but I haven't seen him hit the bag or hit the mitts with any trainer to that lightning speed. But shadow boxing and with the mitts, he looked very fast. He looked like he looked in 2011 or 12, you know. So, you know, if he can reharness one of those particular performances, he should have a good night. Okay, Yordines Ugas will work the body. I think he will try to work the body, you know, based on the movement of Manny Pacquiao, if he can handle the movement. Because a counterpuncher like Yordines Ugas is waiting for Manny to come in. Well, Manny's thing is, Manny is a stutter step. He likes to break your rhythm by getting you off rhythm by fading forward. Okay, those stutter steps, you know, they really throw you off, because he uses broken rhythm. When you're moving from side to side, then all of a sudden he comes near you, you naturally either go back or flinch, okay? Or you respond to the feint, and that's when he has you. And a lot of people can't get that. And then if you try to attack him a lot of times, he's either coming back, but he could easily come forward with his own counter like he did Miguel Cotto. And Cotto was trying to come off the ropes after already being attacked by him. And we've seen what happened in that particular fight. So Manny Pacquiao is very dangerous. But how dangerous will he be after 2 years? I really don't know. Yordines Ugas, on the other hand, has been active, or more active than Manny Pacquiao, and he's had a lot of decisions that didn't go his way. I think Yordines Ugas is very good. I think he's very tough and durable, but I don't think that he has the backing. And when I mean the backing, I mean on the politics side. Okay, this fight I think could go either way. Okay, because we don't know Manny because he's experimental after 2-year layoff. But Yordines Ugas could do enough just to not get the decision, or do enough not to win, but then not to lose either. So depending on the politics of the day, I think Yordines Ugas is going to have to knock out Manny Pacquiao. He has to come with a game plan, and his game plan is to KO him. If he doesn't KO him, he won't win a decision, okay, unless it's just a shutout. And even when we've seen fights that's supposed to be shutouts go some weird type of way, okay? Yordines Ugas is no stranger to this, and I think his handlers know it. I think, Al Heyman, wants to, who would you market? Would you market Yordines Ugas, or would you market Manny Pacquiao? Manny. Because as long as Manny's still in shape and he still wants to fight, they're going to throw him in there. You know what I mean? And see, Manny Pacquiao to the PBC is nothing but a big bone-in ribeye tomahawk steak. That's what he is. And they're feeding off of this particular fighter because of the quality of the meat. Okay? They want Manny Pacquiao. They need a big name like Manny Pacquiao. That's why they didn't cancel the whole thing, because they still wanted Manny Pacquiao to fight on their platform. Naturally. I agree with that. But here's the deal. If it gets close, if this is a close fight, people, Manny Pacquiao will get the nod. Okay? He will get the nod, and it would surprise me if he wouldn't. But if it goes 12 rounds and these guys fight their hearts out, Manny Pacquiao will win by default. If he did enough just to show himself credible and still has it in spots in that fight, they will give him the victory. Okay, and then they'll be setting up another fight with another fighter on the PBC end just to keep Manny Pacquiao still on contract with that network. Whereas far as Yordines Ugas, he's been there, done that. He's got an opportunity that he's never had. And for that, that's a good trade-off. That's what I believe that will happen in this fight, unless they're a knockdown. And look, Yordines Ugas has never been knocked out. He's been decisioned, but he's never been knocked out. Manny, on the other hand, has been knocked out. So the best chance Ugas has is to knock out Manny Pacquiao. Because if he doesn't do that, he's not going to win. That's my counterpunch on this prediction. You guys tell me what you think. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.